Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as Quizquiz. We're going for Quizquiz Pro Quo. All we have to do is go over here, take Anjou, and we're done. Well, move our capital there, I suppose, but that's just a click of a button and some monarch points, I think. Oh, if I remember correctly. Now, the thing is that it's in France, and it's kind of tough to get over there. I had hopes to be able to attack the Bretons while Great Britain was at war, well, England back then. But the war against the French and the Scottish did not go the way I would have liked. And they were still willing to defend, so we didn't go that way. Ooh, that's not great. There was a Scottish colony here, but I suppose they either had no more money, because, well, they're not looking too great now after that war, or they got native uprisings that killed the colony. That's sad, because I had plans for fabricating on them, and then using that to attack the French. But I suppose that's not happening. A bit of a shame. We might still be able to attack the French. They're not like super powerful or anything. They're 32,000 troops, which I think we have more of. They do have a bunch of boats, some of which are heavies. We have another look here. Navies. France at 7 heavies. So we kind of need to boat up a bit, but we can. And so I might just no-CB the French if necessary. I don't like no-CBing. Even though people say it's the best CB, it kind of is, but it's also kind of not. It's really kind of not, though. Let's get a troop to Jamaica. Jamaica, I suppose. I suppose I should also take the Turks and the Caicos Sea there, but I might not have to. I think I can just deal with the Cubans as soon as I take capital here in Zui, I don't know. We should be fine. And I think I have my cannons over here. I have 3 of my 4 cannons over there. Where's cannon number 4? Number 5. Let's have you walk your way over to Zui. And they can, because they have transport boats over in the Jamaica Channel. So they're just going to cross there. And it's going to be groovy. I don't know how much land I will be able to take, but it feels like it should be a decent chunk. Especially if I finish my course at home first, so we don't have to deal with overextension as much. At least that's kind of my thinking. I have, let's have a quick look here. I have claims on Wichita. I don't have a border to the Illinois, but I should create one as soon as I have a Frere? Yes, a spare colonist. Just for further expansion. Although they might be nice enough to take the Osaki here. In which case, well, my subject will have a border, but I won't, which is medium useful. For low values of medium. Let's also not kill all of the men here, right? All we need is the cannons and an infantryist. Everybody else is superfluous. And down goes Zui just as my cannons arrive. They're not even there yet. Alright, do I want to take this naval battle? I have just my transports there. They have essentially nothing there. I mean, I guess I'll take it. See if I can steal a boat. I cannot. Let's piece these folks out. At least consider it. I might have to finish my course first. And what we want is probably no less than all that you have. Aruba. Not to be confused with Arumba. Some people would... Oh, maybe we're not taking all they have, eh? Apparently this annoys the Europeans. I certainly don't like the idea of a French-led coalition. Oh, this must be French land down here, yeah. Oh, that makes taking Aruba so much more interesting, though. How greedy am I? So if I take Aruba here, then I can fabricate on these French colonies. And maybe use that for my French war, and that would be huge. That would actually be utterly huge. Might even be worth not taking all of the other provinces here, so that we can take Aruba. I mean, wouldn't mind taking some Thomas and some Martin, but that's even more a... Certainly not going to let Spain in here. I guess we're going to let the Portuguese thing live for now. But I do want to take Aruba. Maybe we don't take Jamaica? Jamaica? That doesn't really do anything. What generates a bunch of aggressive expansion? It doesn't say, right? Minus 79. I just don't think that a French-led coalition is a good idea for me. With Portugal in it as well. I think I was fine with all these natives, but if they have that kind of firepower on their side, they might just declare. And I'm not looking forward to that war. I mean, funnily enough... no, that's not going to work. It's not the French that are declaring, I don't think. I think I can only take occupied land from the secondary belligerents in a war. Probably. Not sure if coalitions are different there. Because I think people are considered co-belligerent in a coalition. Because I mean, what I really want to do is beat up the French and take 2 provinces from them over in mainland Europe. Okay, I think we don't risk the coalition. I think we reduce our spoils here. In such a way that the French won't join. 51, and then if we peace out in December, we'll be fine. Makes sense to me. Yeah, I could take 1 less and peace out now, but it's the 30th of October. That should be okay. He says. Alright. Plans are done. Start getting people into places. And I do need Aruba, yeah I do. Well, if I want to fabricate on these folks. And I do. Ooh, it would be nice to have a connection to the east. But I will. To the English West Indies. Because I will be able to attack them without repercussions as well. Well, repercussions that are not coalitions, that is. I know you want peace, Cuba. Soon. End of this month, you get your peace. Just need to not miss it, because I assume we have no aggressive expansion right now on the French. And that is true. So when you already have AE, then piecing out in January is not a problem, because you will make use of the reduction tick anyway. But in our case, what we want to have happen is that the first aggressive expansion reduction tick happens before they get a chance to join a coalition. Which is why we're honing in on December 30th. 30th is fine. Could go 31st, but they're not going to do that in 2 days. That'll be fine. Let's go for peace now. Make sure that the French have 51, yes. Now the English West Indies hate it, but that's probably not a problem. They cannot declare war, can they? I think they can declare war on their own because they're a colonial nation, but then they're not going to bring in the overlord, so that's fine. Yeah, this is fine. My overextension will be 0. I don't believe that. Not at all. I think it says it because it's colonial land, but we are not actually a... It's not going to be a colonial nation for us. I believe. This might be considered an overseas colonial region. Would it? I mean, it's a colonial region. It's technically overseas. It's possible, but that this turns into colonial nation, I suppose. I mean, we'll see, right? But I don't want to end up being utterly overextended. Thing is, I don't think this tells me at all how much overextension I'll get, does it? But with this lower war score cost, I don't think that can be over 100. I could wait, but if I wait, I would need to wait another year. And that seems just not necessary. The question is, do we take a short peace deal? Do I steal 2 of the development? Doesn't really matter because we're gonna take this eventually anyway. Could take like war reps or steering of trade or something, but the real question is whether I want a short truce or a long one. Let's take the short one, I think. Sure, why not? 23 piece of a value, this has to be fine. So for now, this is my land. This land is my land, yeah, and that's very little overextension, okay. Did we get any overextension on this? No, we actually got 0. I mean, I'll take it. I do still have to core these, don't I? Let's wait a month before we do anything along the convert to Christianity. Heck no. Purification movement, what do you do? Lose admin power, gain missionary strength. Probably not. More colonies. Lost our Caucasus Scars building against Cuba, but he can remake that. Keep saying Cuba. It's Cuba. Guess I start spying on the French here. And the English West Indies. I'm gonna give it another month before I start calling things. I just don't want to lose my... I don't think at this point in time there's going to be a colonial nation, at least not as long as I don't core the land. So maybe what I should be doing is core 5 provinces. Kaski is only a -2. How old are you, Kaski? You're 18. I will accept your marriage. Okay, yeah, no colonial nation just yet. But I think it might require cores. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 5 cores. Well, 3 cores, I suppose, because I already have 2. And then one could discuss whether I should make the ones that are fastest or the ones that are cheapest. I'm going to make the ones that are fastest. Although with a difference of only 3 months, maybe cheapest would have been the bet. Yeah, let's undo this. 17, 21, and 26. There. Again, I don't know if this matters at all. There's a decent chance that I'm worrying for no reason. Because if you had asked me 10 minutes ago, I suppose, whether I would get colonial regions, I would have said, oh, I should have checked sales of trade. Yeah, it's fine. Whether I would get colonial regions, I would have said no. But now I'm not so sure. And luckily we're not getting any overextension from these places, so I don't need to worry about not coring immediately. I do need to somewhat worry about these rebellious people. Now, purification movement. These Christians are a bit resistant to my wilds. That'll be a lot better when they're a core. Probably be fine. These are different cores. You're suppressing, you are merged and not suppressing, so please do. You are my transports and my one heavy. Let's put the one heavy back on hunting those pirates, yes, in Chesapeake Bay. And I think I'm going to invest into heavies once I have the technology for the new ones. I just don't want to spend on the upgrades, it's very expensive. It's much cheaper to build them new. Even though I do complain about that mechanic from time to time. As I tend to do. Now, do I want to hit anybody else now? I have those claims on Wichita. Let's have a quick look at our truce map mode. Wichita. And that's it. I have conquest against Illinois. I must have taken this one probably. Yeah, Chinko. Right, you have this. I've had this for a while. I still probably want to connect up both of the other regions before I do a war against them, so we can take all of it in one big chunk. Religious civic disorder. I understand. You probably also have filthy Catholics in your lands. Disgusting. What about those these folks? Yeah, I want your stuffs, and I can barely take it without annoying anybody. So that's great. Give me your land. Just so you can become more loyal in the future. When did I finish a colony? Well, it's good that I did, because now I can connect up these people. Which colony did I finish? Shatra here? Yeah. Let's take another look overseas, whether anything has changed in the Breton political situation. It has not. That looks like diptych to me. Now I might want to wait, because I think we just took a bunch of institutionalized land, didn't we? Even though it's not court yet. Embraced in 11 out of 114 provinces. Local autonomy is super high right now because it's not court, therefore it counts for nothing. But the spread to these two provinces of mine now does not spread over here because there's 2 sea provinces, unfortunately. But I actually know if it would count overseas there. Would be a reason to call now. I'm gonna give it a quick check. I don't think the wiki is gonna be utterly helpful. Colonial nation. I think it says a colonial nation will form in an overseas colonial region. Blah blah blah. Colonial regions. Any nation not allowed to any country spawn. Capital must not be located within a colonial region. Thank you very much. That's all I need to know. Since our capital is in a colonial region, we do not get colonies, and therefore we can hit call. Good to know. And rip admin. More ungraceful natives. I actually think we're no longer, well, we've never really been ahead of time in admin. No, we are still ahead of dip. Actually quite fine on the admin tech there, so not a huge deal. Not a huge deal at all. But we will have some issues with these filthy Catholics. Colonist, very good. Is there like a conversion one that I want? No. Culture conversion does not count. So we're definitely going to go for the charter colonist here. And then once again, going to look forward. I don't want to lose army tradition. I hate that. Local autonomy in charter and pay wherever is probably fine. I think charter we already did last time, but then we reduced autonomy. You're at 0. You don't have any unrest, so Pevareva is utterly fine. And then charter, I believe, is a bit more problematic. I can find you, charter. There you are. because, yeah, I decreased autonomy recently, so we won't be able to do it again. It says another reason here, but if I increase it, it will. Yeah, it cannot be changed until 80. It's a long time. So we'll have to reduce it manually, well, automatically, which I might still do. But 30-year development is a lot. It's gonna make my institution a bit cheaper, I suppose. Not that that's a great reason. Don't want to do Diplo support. Crown lands seems like a bad idea. Ignore corruption, that's just money. Have at. Bribe MP, that's just money. Don't like admin support much. Don't like losing government reform process. Not away. I think not away will be okay. Not away. It is high development, but we can change and your unrest should be manageable. And it is. So, sure. Populace? No. Scapegoat. My commandant dies. That is you, isn't it? Lamojati Haseola. You're not like anything special. You're good, but not special, so having you die is not a huge problem. We'll have to re-recruit you, or somebody like you. But that's probably fine, so that scapegoat can be presented. Very, very sad. He's passing. You just kill him? That seems rough. I'm gonna give some Diplo support here, I hate it. But that's a lot. We have a lot of seats in parliament. And I hate going for the chance. I mean, it's probably, or might be right to do it, but I hate it. I want it now. There you go, local autonomy. Rough one. Let's wait a month to see whether we get a level 1 guy there. Probably will. It's not useful, but it's a level 1 person. And we're not swimming in money. But that's because we're rooting out that bit of corruption we just took. So it's not a huge deal. But yeah, let's go for the cheaper one. We also have to run another colony, so it's probably a good idea not to overdo it here. I don't think I can colonize. No, can't colonize through my subjects. So I'd have to do Otoy and Sanoe here before I can actually reach the rest of the Illinois. It's a bit annoying. Linking up here is nice, but nothing huge. Don't really want to go for those Spanish folks, although getting them out of my... I mean, stopping them from expanding more in my direction is nice. The Erie. Maybe I want to connect over the Erie. But then they're already bordering a subject of mine. So I can probably do another war like that. No, you're doing Florida. Miami. As a Brit there. Not in love. Can't go towards the Mescalero. Not sure. Maybe I start going north towards the rest of those Illinois. You're still busy. You should still be busy. Yes. So let's grab one from here and send you over. That's a long walk. A toy. It's a very long walk. Let's grab you from here instead. Like this. Alrighty. And yes, I could go into South America or something, but that doesn't seem super useful for what I'm trying to do here. So let's not. Sometimes I can be... I don't want to say reasonable, because that seems like a bold claim. But reasoned with, maybe? Now, those Cuban separatists, actually, I probably want to equalize these troops a bit more. Because when I had 21 here and only 9 there, if the Cuban separatists spawn over on the actual Cuban island here, Cuba, I guess, then I won't have troops there to beat them up. That might also mean that I want you to join. Do I have a spare leader? I do not. Do I want one? Well, I want one, yes, but I think we shouldn't indulge right now. Not like we have tons of anything. That's a claim on the French. Certainly gonna... Oh, gems? Gee. I mean, that's 7 development, but that's gems. But we can always take a 4 development province without a claim if we must. And it's not like we're going to declare this war if and when we declare it in order to take a province here. I mean, we might, but it's not going to super matter because what we want is Anjou. And I sure hope we'll be able to take it. Probably also means that I only need to make the one claim. The one claim. It's like the one ring, but, you know, different. France influencing Bosnia. Oh no, not Bosnia. Not the mighty Bosnia. I'm sorry if you're from Bosnia. I have nothing against your country. It's just that you don't tend to be particularly mighty in this game. That goes for anybody I joke about, by the way. It's just that. Jokes. And a tiny bit of maybe getting into the spirit of the game. But not, in fact, any sort of issue with any nation or religion. What a convenient landslide. It's not convenient at all. And there are the Cubans. Convenience landslide my butt. Oh, he lives? Huh. Took the 30%er and got it. Well, took. It's not like I had a choice. Was dealt a 30%er and it worked out. Whoa, you are not your daddy's rebels. Jeepers. I should have checked the stats why I was doing so badly there. I already had some issues against the Portuguese, and now this? Oh me, oh my. Now that seems unnecessary. So actually, probably drill. Do you still have unrest issues here then? No, you do not. Because it's all Cuban people, we suppress them all. Age ability. In this new age, our first one, because we can't get much of this. We actually did unify culture. That's nice. But yeah, very difficult to get the rest. Well, maybe convert provinces now that we have actual provinces to convert. I don't care about resistance to reformation. Blockade impact on siege. War score cost might be extremely good. I think I don't care about the institution spread and I want the war score cost. Because the institution spread over here is actually medium. I was about to say really fast, but it's not really fast. It's pretty okay in Havana. But that's unlikely to be the way we get the institution. The way it's going to be we core all these places. And that hopefully makes up 10% of our development. And then we just have to spend money. Which we do have numbers of. Amounts. Are there any? Oh, you're probably also Cubans, right? Yeah. Okay. No separatist issues over Aruba. Or Roomba for that matter. Core. Portugal declared war on the Tirona. I'm a bit afraid of fighting the French. With the knowledge of how badly we've been doing in those battles. I do have an idea group that I can take, and it might want to be a military one. But there's also another military tech coming up, which I should not get behind on. So, kinda iffy. There's Rep A Hannock. Now that we have Rep A Hannock, won't be able to do this place until we're done in Otoe, so catching up to the Illinois no longer an option. I could actually do Tikanwatik, so we can also claim Tabaconi. That actually doesn't seem too bad. Let's send a guy, and then let's grab a guy from here, put them on Tikanwatik, and then the guy in Rappahannock can join you here. I'm sure these are words I'm saying, or so I'm told. Do you want to build buildings? Probably not. We're gonna have to pay a decent chunk of money for that institution once we're allowed to take it. If and when. Institution. It's gonna be a big chunk. We need more money. We need way more money. What can I save money on? I could save on troops, but troops are... We're not super suppressing anything right now, right? Maybe army maintenance can go down for a bit. Yeah. So at least try to save on that. It's not like we're not making money, but I could always make more money. Crunched. These calls coming in will help, but it won't fix the issue. Now, let's send off trade down here in Aruba, which is in the Caribbean node. My power in the Caribbean is not big enough just yet to do a steering thing. But it might become so. Oh, what happened here? I'm an idiot. That's what happened. Note, just because you're not suppressing rebellion does not mean there's not a reason to pay your army. At least my people didn't die, and we heard enough of them to... I think I'd take the population again rather than the base tax. What the amount of room we have. So, in case it's not clear, not paying my army leads to them not having any morale, among other things. And when the natives rose up, we had no morale to fight them. We lost very, very little, and we actually hurt them enough that they can't hurt the colony, so this is fine. But obviously I had other things in mind. Oh well, I didn't actually consider it. Oh wait, you're doing that. Well, might as well join you up then. Graceful natives. Yeah, good thing we have some morale back. Gee. Be nice to take that kind of soon. Because I'm actually close to overflowing on dip. Well, not that close. But yeah, once we get these cores in, I do very much hope that that's going to be enough for the taking of the institution, that we don't have to wait for this land to do it. The worst thing would be if this wouldn't be enough. Something somewhere became self-sustaining. It's probably you, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm already generating my connection to the other Wichita province, which means I can spy on the Wichitans again, I suppose. Why am I still fabricating on the French? Well, that's why I claim those gems then. Bring you home. Why would it take 57 days? It's not like he had to go to Paris. Well, he did, in game terms. But it doesn't make any sense. Not a lot of sense, anyway. That gives me a new colonist, which should then go somewhere. We just go back to I mean, I could make that connection to the Erie. No, I cannot because of this wasteland. I just connect on my land. Makes sense to me. It doesn't do much in game terms, but it's just... I think it's good. More seats! Whoop-de-whoop. Economic development map mode. How about this place? Have a seat in parliament with your 14 development. Iroquois government. Lose local autonomy in Pekwaki. That might not actually be good. I mean, it sounds good, for sure. Is this a state? No. So losing local autonomy won't do anything unless we stay at the place. That's one thing. And the other is that if we did lose local autonomy, then that would increase the amount of land that we have, or the percentage of land that we have that doesn't have the institution. So I'd actually be looking at this one. Yeah. It's sad because it's a good event and I want the money. Maybe, well, the money makes up, let's think of the other way. The money does make up for the lack of institution as long as I can take the institution. Ah, no, but it would, in order to use the autonomy, I would have to stay at the hotel. Well, it's just you. So it doesn't matter much. Clergy gain, merchant lose. Yeah, I actually don't want that loss in loyalty on the merchants. I'm just gonna not. Bit sad, but fine. And I will call all of Cuba. I certainly want to do that. Not at that price, but we can spend the bit of admin to get a much better price, right? We can do convert. No, not convert. Don't do this. Purification movement. Lose 50 admin, gain 2 missionary strength for... Oh, just have it. Yeah. I thought it would be timed. It wasn't timed. What's Nescam braids? You have institution spread running, which I think I still want to keep going because we might need this. I'm not going to start converting because we're going to get cores over here very, very soon. Then I can stay at this and start converting here. And that way I don't need to turn off the institution spread edict in the other province. America Spoko? Still no. But I do need to look into sublimating my subject. Sublimating? Sure. Bunch of cores. Might not be enough to state you just yet, East Cuba. It's not. What about you, Dominica? Yes. Yeah, we'll go over governing cab, I know. Quite a bit too. Do not love it. One? Oh, Dominica is just you. So we have to do Haiti as well. That governing cap. And then maybe I need to start building the thingamabob buildings. Oh, you're a lot harder to convert. Why? What's going on here? Unaccepted culture, that makes sense. Positive stability, purification movement, sure, that's all makes sense. But why is Escambray much faster? Is it? I think it isn't. Base value, positive stability, purification movement. So bonus of 5 and a negative of 2.6. And here we have a bonus of 5 and a negative plus the edict. Negative 2. Yeah, it's semi. Let's get you rolling. And let's also set another seat in parliament. What am I looking for? Development, of course. Oh, we're 39 minutes in. What I should be looking for is a cut. I want my cut. You are in parliament. You are not, though. You're only 10 development, but... So, Koki, you. Get that parliament seat. And have a quick look at that institution. That didn't do much at all. Well, maybe it needs some time to figure out the autonomy. Wait, you stated, right? 50? Is it just 50 by chance? Exact 50? It seems so unlikely. Well, colonial core. Colonial core? Wow. It's weird. I need to look that up, but I need to put a cut in here anyway. So thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything at all to say, then that's comment section. That comment section is a very good place to do so. Thank you for watching, and see you folks next time.